Yeah, ultimately just play your game, stay enthusiastic, stay engaged, and you know, don't half-ass anything, right? That's when you're going to play your best, and I think she's ready for it.
Gecheva, the target early, was aggressive to start, and Allyce Jones gets the last blow. Ball back to the Utah Black Diamonds.
I like it. When you're playing with Leigh, aggressive is always the move, right? She can handle anything. If you guys get ahead in the point, and it gets to Leigh, you're probably going to win that.
Tape. Another tough bounce for Gecheva, and Utah on the board first. Christa Gecheva won a title at the challenger level in Major League Pickleball, so at least has that experience to drop from.
Yeah, no, she can play. She had a couple good wins in women's this year too. Red Rock, I think they made a semifinal with Caitlin Christian. So the pedigree's there. I think it's just getting better partners and more experience on the big stage.
A lot of patience required from Leigh Waters, who does not get in the mix as often as she would like to in the middle of rallies.
Yeah, technically, the strategy is always to not hit her the ball, right? That's the technical strategy there, but she'll find a way to get involved, right? She knows all the tricks and trades of the sport, so again, the biggest thing for Christa is just to make balls, right? You make balls, Lee's going to get involved somehow, and good things are going to happen. That little half lob.
Ooh, 2 paddles on it. The relob right back to the New Jersey Fives. And ball back to Gecheva and Waters.
I'm not sure who hit that. That's going to be tough for Real Clear Stat to track right there, right? I know they're stat keeping this one.
I think your aura is bringing in more lobs here today.
Honestly,
AJ.
I hope so, yeah. I mean, like I said, there's no such thing as a bad lob.
Wow.
That was disgusting.
What a third from Waters. Why was it disgusting? Explain the degree of difficulty of what you just saw.
Just the dip, right? This game is so unique in that if you can add just more dip to your shot, right? If you just get it down faster, you're not hitting through the court as much. You're trying to get it over and down is always the key. So to kind of beat Allyce to the kitchen line on that.
After video review, the outcall stands. Utah lost 1 challenge, 2 remaining. New Jersey, 3 free challenges. We'll resume play at 2-2-1.
Unknown, right? The challenges, you just didn't know. And so now I love knowing. I think everyone loves knowing.
Second serve now. Waters will load up at 2-2-2. Nice. Pickpockets Genie Erokhina inside out of the air.
That's pretty. Again, if Waters can get on top of the point, it's going to be a great thing for the Fives.
Yes, it will.
Knows how to keep control of the point even when it gets fast.
It's high. Waters gets out of it. Oof. Nice reset there for Gecheva. Ball back to the Utah Black Diamonds.
That's all right. Still finding the feet there on the thirds. Or resets, rather. First match of the weekend for this whole team, too, so there's a little bit of settling in time, I think, for the Fives. Ooh, 3 net cords and like 6 shots.
Nice rally from Genie Erokhina. And yeah, to your point there, Utah took home a regulation win and 3 standing points against the New York Hustlers earlier today. 4-0 sweep.
Yeah, so they're warm. So I'm not surprised that they're kind of hanging with the Fives right now, and definitely have a leg up in this first half of the game.
And another great location from Erokhina, working Leigh Waters to the outer edge as she steps to the middle to try and help out Gecheva.
Yeah, I think Erokhina is about 4-0, speeding up at Christa right now. For Christa, I think next one she tries, just try not to engage in it. Try and knock it down. Give yourself some more time.
Waters fills the middle as Gecheva recovers after the Ernie attempt. 5-3 lead for the Utah Black Diamonds, working the game plan perfectly on their side.
Right, Genie's really eating up Christa right now. I think she's 5-0 advantage in the hands battles right now. So got to at least get a few back there. I don't know if Duper's around back then.
Cannon from Waters goes deep, and
yeah,
Waters looks frustrated.
You can tell she's feeling the pressure to kind of get going here. Wants to be in control of the point, wants to be in control of the destiny of the point, right? So she's going to be trying to take anything she can and initiating anything she can. It's over.
Oh!
No way.
Oh my, a pump fake from Leigh Waters juking Allyce Jones.
That was incredible. The snag from Allyce off the net was something, but then Leigh just froze her with a little backy down the middle.
I have to say, you were right about Ryan Harwood not being on the bench. It's a little quieter. Fives fans still with us, but it is a dampened enthusiasm on their bench.
He's gonna see that and he's gonna fly out tomorrow. That's my prediction. He's getting a flight tonight. Red eye down to Daytona. Come on, Harwood.
Nice hold there for the Fives. Where do they go from here, and how does Waters prevent herself from not trying to do too much?
Yeah, it's the most difficult balance ever, but.
And there, Yates Jones with a perfect counter the other way against Waters. Second serve. Point opens up the middle, exploits it.
Great reaction from the sideline too. I feel like Christa just needed one to get her over that hump, right? She's kind of questioning a lot of her shots right now. I think if she could have just got one, which she just did, we might see her turn it around here. Jinxed her, why did I say that?
You did.
Come on.
You did, but you have been in those shoes. As a player, you've stepped in big moments for teams, various teams in Major League Pickleball. What's a player's perspective? Like, what's she experiencing right now to this point?
I mean, it's a totally different animal. Like, you're playing with Leigh, right? You know, she wants to win so badly. It's just, it's not putting winning on a pedestal, right? If they lose this match, it's not the end of the world, right? They still have 3 other matches. I think that was out.
And a timeout will be taken anyways by the Utah Black Diamonds. Curious what the thought process would be here
for these players. So that's one thing that Meg has told me is she simplifies it so well. She's the right one to get Christa dialed in here. There's one. Easy as that.
Yeah, I'm curious from your perspective there too, because there was so much talk in the corner of Meg. How would she do alongside Waters after this point? Just the mental game there. Nice put away from the former volleyball player, Allyce Jones.
Smart, yeah. It looks like Utah's trying to get back in that formation, right? They went Genie on the left now, going heads up and hands against Christa.
Ooh, what a snag from Waters.
Pirouette.
Gecheva handles the heat and sends some of her own the other way to Erokhina.
Another step in the right direction, right? The confidence is growing. Little Fives chant from the crowd.
This is big for mixed too, for Gecheva to gain some confidence in this women's doubles game.
Yeah, just the whole match, right? And again, they just showed up in Daytona, right? This is the very first match of the weekend, so it's just you're going to be a little bit raw to start.
Gecheva gets a hold of it, one left high to the forehand side, and New Jersey ties it at 7.
That's all it took, right? All it took. Another step, that's 3 now. She's had 3 great moments in the past 5 points or so. Utah chooses not to unwind.
Now with the miscommunication in the middle. Lobs up. Jones hammers it.
Wow, what an angle.
Yeah.
The release. That's a no tennis background.
That's a volleyball
Inside
overhead
out.
right there.
Yeah, that was remarkable.
Former D1 volleyball star out of Utah.
Still hoping she gets a barrel roll here, right? She will in mix for sure.
Jones takes over the point. 1-point lead back to the Black Diamonds.
Good job from Lisa trying to turn the momentum. Smart timeout from the 5s here.
Erokhina does have the length, that's for sure. Has that reach into the kitchen, that's a challenge.
Yeah, that could be tough to deal with for sure. But yeah, I think they're even in hands. It's just who plays the right, who reloads faster. Right now it's Genie.
That's wide, and Waters does the heavy lifting there.
That's always plan A. It's plan A, B, and C if they can.
Second serve now for the Black Diamonds.
Genie is dialed on the resets though. That's impressive.
Oh, just wide. Gecheva hangs on, side out, New Jersey.
Perfect. They tried to test her, right? She stepped up and cracked it. I think that's a better strategy for her right now than trying to get cute and focus on soft and placement, right? She might just be better off just going for it. I love that.
Ooh, just back though. Gecheva handling both the return.
Yeah, not a shot she usually throws up, just from the mixed matches we've played, but it's never a bad time to lob.
Oof, dangling opportunity for Waters, denied, and the chance to tie it evaporates with it.
Yeah, AL couldn't believe it, right? I think she just pounced a half-second late on that. Allyce has pretty good disguise. I've played her in mixed plenty of times, and she can disguise that behind ball pretty well.
Erokhina overcooks that one. Gecheva gets a nice top spin on it, goes through the middle. Allyce Jones. And Erokhina with the last try to pull ahead by 2 here for Utah. Missed opportunity and a patient point for Allyce Jones, keeping it on target at the feet of Gecheva.
For sure.
Chance to go up game point on the panel of Erokhina. Whoa, that one counts. Drops through the middle. Whose ball was it?
I like that a lot, right? You can see the 5s are playing all their offense down to the middle, right? Working out super well. There's a little bit of confusion, it looks like, between Allyce and Genie here.
Speed serve from Waters.
She's still doing that a lot. I wonder what the reason is.
Genie Erokhina, second serve for Christa Gecheva and the 5s.
Yeah, AL trying to make something happen there. I think Christa was just surprised at the spot that it came back to, but not a bad decision overall. Not a terrible one.
Day one here for New Jersey, it feels like, or this one's slipping away. What a counter again from Erokhina. Hangs in twice in a row off the paddle of Waters.
She was almost surprised that she run that, right? Maybe she was just swinging blindly and made perfect contact twice, but think she surprised herself there. Everything. Middle. Great defense from Utah.
Waters is on it, repays the favor, sends the overhead down at the feet of Utah. So through the middle, clearly the strategy for New Jersey, and playing against basically mixed doubles for Utah.
Yeah.
They keep Waters honest there on the left.
The whole court is squeezing over that left side of your screen there, right? Allyce is starting to creep over, Yael's creeping over.
It's reset, and New Jersey alive, but barely. We'll see if they can count it for any here on this service rotation.
Gotta go right now, and it's gonna be interesting to see if Utah unwinds right now. I think they will, right? Get Genie on the left again.
Yeah.
They do.
Off the tape, here comes Waters. Ooh, she's on it just late, and Erokhina survives it.
How about the resets? The defense from Erokhina, right? She's showing some stuff here. I didn't know she had that.
Very much improved player in the eyes of many.
Right.
Okay, New Jersey is challenging.
Okay, we got a challenge.
Utah was in the kitchen on their volley. We'll proceed with video review.
That's right.
Correct.
Sometimes
the challenge
adults
is
use
that Allyce touched the net system.
Yeah,
it.
After video review, there was no contact with the net system. Rally stands. New Jersey loses one free challenge.
Impressive.
2 remaining. Utah has 2 remaining. Resume play at 7:92.
I hope not,
Calling
if there is.
I'm calling your hubs. Congrats, by the way.
Thank you. Point here for the fives. Ooh.
Another tight one. They're really loving this middle dink.
There it is. Flicks it through the middle for Gecheva. New Jersey one step closer and a chance to tie it.
Yeah, I don't hate the move from Allyce, but that's one of those little subtleties. Do that on your serve, right? Because if it doesn't work, you don't lose a point, right? Now that we're doing rally scoring, that's a big point at that moment to give up there, right?
Whoa. Survival for the fives, and we are locked up at 9 apiece on a 2.
Doesn't need to be fancy sometimes. Sometimes your opponents give you a gift.
That's your point about Leigh Waters simplifying things for Gecheva. Saw her in that huddle saying middle, middle, middle.
For sure. That's the clear strategy. No unwind here. Let's go forehands with Erokhina and Gecheva. Still gonna work the middle though, maybe.
Erokhina around actually, and it counts. New Jersey earns game point.
It's big. I think they got unwind here. They went away from that because it wasn't working. I think New Jersey scored like 4 points in this formation, so gotta switch here if you're Utah, I say.
They will, coach. Oof, missed third for Waters. Who expected that one?
Why doesn't she do that when she plays against me?
Right.
I really don't understand that.
Well, you saw the dupers, AJ.
Look, I'm going to start practicing a lot, starting tomorrow.
Just need Leigh Waters in your corner.
I'm calling Leigh.
Recruiter.
I don't care how much she costs. I'll do 1,000 an hour. I don't care. I need to get my duper up.
1 game point saved for Utah. Ooh, a sitter, and Gecheva sends it into the bottom of the net. 1 game point saved, and we are tied up at 10. Erokhina, the first server.
These sets are just...
Erokhina has the resets and also the pressure.
Using that length perfectly. Not a full 1E, but leans in and just flicks that Christa's right hip.
Game point swings the other way now. Utah with a chance to go up 1-0 on the 5s.
Wow, I can't believe she made that.
Me neither.
It was like an optical illusion.
It was a mystery to us all. Inside out of the air. Gecheva hangs on for one more. Does she have it in her to fight off game point number 2? We'll see. Whoa, Erokhina misses, and New Jersey survives 2 game points.
Smart little small ball from Leigh, right? Gets it over and down. We talked about that. Genie kind of takes the bait, right? She thinks Leig's going hard. She leans in for the forehand, and it's just too low, right? Totally baited on that one. That's the smarts of Leigh right there.
Yeah, and not trying to do too much.
For sure.
Too, which is always tempting. Erokhina funnels it to Gecheva. Keeps her back. Waters plays singles in the middle of the court. Count it, 11-all.
Oh, we were waiting for it, right? She hasn't really had one of those poaches yet, right? She kept creeping over, finally found one she wanted. And again, when she gets on top of you, it's usually game over.
Police Jones misses one in her strike zone.
Another freebie,
wow.
Right?
Game point swings the other way. Game point number 2 for the 5s.
Make balls, make balls, make balls. Good things happen when you make balls. Oh. Oh, no way.
Oh, it's...
I think it's in, it's in. They played it.
Nice reset.
I'm so tight. Is anyone else like this? Great patience.
Oof, that one's wide. Take a breath. If you haven't already, game point number 3 for the 5s. It's nervous and you can feel it.
Great patience. So I expect another point like that, right? Nobody's going to be too eager to pull the trigger here. See who makes the first mistake.
Good night, Waters puts her finishing touch on a nervy game 1. 13-11, and New Jersey survives the first.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Pickleballers. Major League Pickleball is coming to San Clemente June 26th to the 29th. You do not want to miss it. Get your tickets at majorleaguepickleball.co.
Right, a little bit more, you know, I'm here to prove myself against the best, and he's absolutely done that.
Loong and Connor Garnett, who team up often on the PPA Tour as well as Major League Pickleball. Connor Garnett was a big acquisition for Utah.
Yeah, 2 of the best two-handed backhands in the game, I'd say. Howells and Garnett, kind of a fun dichotomy. We're going to see which one reigns supreme in this match.
Well, then you have the specialty lefty Loong, forehand in the middle, and Garnett with his favorite chopper backhand on the outer edge. All strengths across the way. The team in black.
Definitely a lot of time on the court together, right? A lot of success in PPAs.
Loong attempts to pull it, and New Jersey instead comes away with another point. The 5 chants are brewing, not as strong without Ryan Harwood, the owner and general manager of the New Jersey 5s.
I know, we're just going to keep calling him out until I see that he's on a flight on his Instagram story.
Ooh, wow, you wonder what the book would be filled with Will Howells, and that is one of the more athletic Ernies I've ever seen.
So that is exhibit A, B, and C right there. He's beat me on that twice the first time I ever played him. It's not something that a lot of guys do, but that cross court, you know, coming from the left side, that Ernie, he does it as well as anyone. And it's like you don't know that he can do it until you see it. And then you still, right?
Yeah.
It's a little tricky.
Yeah.
He gets him twice, right? Yeah, it's kind of, you think the first one's luck. It's not luck. I promise you, Connor, he has that shot. I'm going to go tell that to him at break.
He does not lack confidence, he being Will Howells, that's for sure. And yeah, it looks almost fluky with how athletic he plays it.
Just perfect timing. Again.
Oh, that one's blasted deep.
What happened?
I think it was out.
After video review, the ball was out. The call is overturned. We will change ends at 6:02. New Jersey serving.
Let's at least drop the temperatures a little bit with that rain coming through. But yes, that ball was confirmed deep, and Navratil and Howells blasting their way through Garnett and Loong right now, blanking them 6-0 on a 2.
Yeah, they just got to settle in here. I mean, this men's team strength is really being patient, kind of outweighting their opponents, right?
Loong just back for Howells. Aggressively looking to attack that line, and Loong looks to get his side going.
Yeah, I like at least the body language here. Again, Utah's strength as their men's team. If they can't get this one, it's a steep uphill that I don't think they can overcome. Just got to elongate the points. That's their strength, right?
What a pull from Will Howells. That's what he was looking for a moment ago. Utah currently sits 4-6 on the season so far. Currently in playoff position.
Yep. Sitting in that 9th position, right? Top 10 make it to playoffs, I believe.
Just at the cutoff at 10 with LA winning their last match. So 2 points behind the Mad Drops, but Connor Pardo and company will take it, I'm sure, side out back to the New Jersey Fives for 2.
Absolutely, Connor Pardo. We have Bryce Morgan in the house this weekend. I haven't seen him in a while. Connor Ogden, the other one of the other GMs on the team, hanging out at home. I don't know what the heck he's doing, but.
Ball. Oh, what a recovery. Ooh, took it right off the tape, denied. What a sequence for Connor Garnett. The dink angle that could not be recovered from New Jersey. Still looking for the first point. That is a beautiful setup by Navratil. Just sneaks that ball on the baseline. Will Howells gobbles up the follow-up touch. Connor Garnett loads up on a 2.
Yeah, really just making it tough right now. Utah's having trouble getting up on net. That was the theme of earlier. Garnett was having a tough time getting to the net. He's done better so far, but you just got to elongate the points.
Down the line, Howells goes again. Teasing Tyler Loong with that backhand side.
Yeah, sneaky little Tui there. He puts a lot of side spin. I think that's from the school of Waters. A lot of side spin can be confusing. Connor Garnett can do that too, but again, we haven't really seen the battle of the Tuis too much yet. I'd like to see Garnett get a hold of one.
Another one loading up. Will Howells gobbling up the matchup against Tyler Loong.
Yeah, Tyler just looks confused there. If you're confused, honestly, the thing to do is just step back and just try and play a softball across court. Just get it away from the guy that's trying to engage.
And then Connor Garnett says, I got you, buddy. Let me just throw a dink out wide again. Well, Howells could not answer.
Yeah, good energy, though. This team's not afraid to come back. A 0-7. This Utah team is plenty capable of a run. Although it didn't get better there. Real Clear Stats sent me a little text. 8.5 shots per rally.
Wow.
That is extremely short points thus far. And this is a runaway train at this point. It was at the end of, that was end of last year.
Start of the 2025 season, technically. But
okay,
the calendar year,
you're
yes,
right.
you're correct. It was end of December.
No, you're right there, yeah.
So
Leigh Waters,
one of these courts.
She's still got it, man, I'll tell you what. She will always have it. U.S. Open champion as well, I think, last month.
attacks Loong down the line. You suggested stepping off of the kitchen. Is there anything else you can do to anticipate now that it's been like 5 down the line winners?
Just don't overswing. I feel like he's getting a little bit extending. He's getting a little too extended. He's trying to reach it out in front of him. Just let it come into your body. Don't do anything with it, right? Do nothing. And live to fight for another shot.
Pick a point, game point for the fives.
This would be a surprising result.
Oh, Connor Garnett giving Howells fits with that backhand dink, though, across the way. Heavy angle wide.
I like that, right? Use that 2E to your advantage.
Connor Garnett, such a supportive teammate, too, has not shied away from supporting Loong in that battle. Garnett gets burned to the other way. Navratil jumps into the mix.
Well done. Well done to Zane. Again, there's just not a lot going on for Utah right now.
Looking to avoid the pickle here for the Black Diamonds. Questioning whether or not that ball was out. It is confirmed by Zane Navratil the other way.
Yeah. Well, that was just another missed hands battle. Again, Utah is losing on the first. If you're going to lose hands battle, don't lose on the first ball. But five is just too good.
Yeah, pickle delivered. 11-0. The damage delivered by Zane Navratil and Will Howells, who looked absolutely sharp. New Jersey was the home team. They chose Annalie and Will against Connor and Allyce. Typically, Waters and Howells are their closing team. Now they could solidify a match win here, which you believe Waters will do.
Yeah, this is a tough matchup for Garnett and Allyce. But they had a crazy match earlier. If we could replicate that, I would be more than happy. Maybe that's their key to victory. Is just make it a wild, lob-filled, barrel roll-filled match. That'd be highly entertaining.
Torrents it deep to the baseline. Such control and such power off the paddle of Waters.
Yes, every superlative for her is deserved. In Utah, of course, this is Utah's #1 mixed team. Good overhead from Will.
Being
Kitchen?
called for a push-off kitchen violation.
They're going to have a little discussion here. Oh, they are talking foot fault as well.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Reestablishment, that ball is taken out of the air, and that ball foot is not reestablished.
Pretty clear, yeah. Sometimes, I mean, you know not to bring your left foot forward, right, when you go up for an overhead, but like your body just does it anyway. It's a frustrating little chink in the rules.
Volley.
Barrel
And
roll.
oh, there
Yes.
it is. Knew it.
Yes.
What a get.
Come on.
Ooh, and then a burst. That was an unbelievable sequence on both sides. A round of applause for Allyce Jones. Bodies it, obviously. Not a kind surface
bodies.
here in pickleball as much as it is a shiny wood floor with knee pads.
No, I'm saying I think she practices it at home in Utah, right? I'm convinced she gets a ball machine out and just does barrel rolls for 20 minutes.
There's proper technique to it.
I agree. I'm gonna learn that one day.
Well, we've got time. Allyce and I will take you out back. We'll show you how.
I love it. Tomorrow morning.
Perfect.
Yeah, whatever we're on.
Pre-broadcast ritual.
Yeah, pre-broadcast. I don't get up that easily though. I'm 36 now.
She's 37.
God, I'm taking hits left and right. I can't say anything. Meanwhile,
Moving like a champ out there.
Utah's built a little bit of a lead. I'm trying to embrace mobility now that I've seen my body start breaking down at this age. So it's I started like 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations, AJ.
See how long that lasts.
One sneaks through the middle. It's Jones expecting Connor Garnett to jump into play. Second serve now for the Black Diamonds. Nice return. Sloppy start for the 5 so far.
Yeah, a couple loose errors. I think they know how big of a favorite they are in this match, but I mean, this is Utah's #1 team, right? You got to stave off elimination here. And Garnett and Allyce are, I mean, they're veterans. They're not going to make this easy.
And they are, and they never give up against any opponent, and they don't ever believe they're outmatched with the mentality on that side. Garnett and Yates Jones, 2 fighters on the court.
Absolutely. I think they used to play mixed together, and then they kind of broke apart. But if I'm not mistaken, 2023 they had some good wins together. Come on. Ruined a perfectly good lob. That's disheartening. Couple smiles from everyone on the court.
It's third for Howells. And a soft return, too.
Yeah, just
Find some energy.
Little loose here. Yeah, agreed.
Over the middle it goes. Ends up play from Garnett. Empty trip for New Jersey. Scoreless since the very beginning of this game 3. Now, if Utah can find a way to win this game, you might think that the next game would be a lock for them as well, and this thing could go to a Dreambreaker.
Yeah, I mean, next one would be a toss-up, but you know, with Christa filling in, not to get ahead of ourselves, to recount multiple matches if you'd like. Maybe you save that for the therapy session later.
Scratch by Garnett. A perfect third. 6-1 Utah. That will be answered this weekend, and if they could even get to a Dreambreaker here against New Jersey, that would be something.
That's right. Every point matters. You're in a playoff hunt. It's going to come down to a couple points here and there, and then game differential, right? So
Jersey just handing it away here in game 3. Garnett and Yates Jones just staying consistent, not required to really do anything too special.
no, a lot of freebies here. Really unexpected from this team from the 5s.
Off the tape, scramble. Waters slowly coming to life for her mentality.
Yeah, she's getting hyped up, you can tell.
Starting to grow.
Little kick in the rear
Yeah.
from Mom over there, and you just want to see the bench get a little bit of energy to them too. They did that perfectly in the women's match. Tasty one for Garnett.
Word alert. Still going. Oh. Nice spot for Howells. And it looked like an ATP opportunity for Waters. Instead, she cranks it cross court.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of fake outs, a lot of angles. It was a battle of the twoies there, and just a nice placement from Will. Thought we might get another release dive there, but it was just out of reach. Still a comfortable lead, though. 5's got to make hay right here.
Waters and Howells finally earn another point since the start of game 3.
Yeah, I think the new strategy based on that point is attack. I think they're going to start bringing the heat a little bit here, trusting their hands over their opponents. somebody's calling for a let. Somebody called a let.
Yeah,
I don't know
Connor
who did.
Garnett was calling for it.
After video review, there was no let. 1 free challenge lost, 1 remaining. 1 remaining. We'll resume play at 2-7-1. Okay, time in. 3-7-1.
And tipping third from Annalie Waters says Garnett is forced to unwind. The stack will count for their 4th point.
4-7-1.
Howells
Second
trying to
serve.
repay the same favor to Allyce Jones. Gets caught on top of the tape. Waters loads up at 4-7-2.
Yeah, they're really trying to take
4-7-2.
advantage of this unwind right now. Garnett's got to get this deep and get his butt over there.
Got over, but Waters testing it laterally anyways. Make it 5-7-2, the New Jersey Fives.
It's one of Annalie's best moves, the little 1-2, right? She comes across body to the guy, right to his right hip.
5-7-2.
Follows it up with a 2-hander down the middle.
Spot for
Side
Garnett
out.
in a scramble. Holds New Jersey to 5 after intentional let call from
7-5-1.
Connor Garnett early. We'll see where they go from here.
Gave up a lot of ground. I'd like to see him take advantage similarly of the unwind here.
TP defended, but it's wide. Second serve for Utah.
I don't think Allyce tried to do that. I think she was just trying to hit an aggressive dink, and unfortunately just traveled too wide.
7-5-2.
Good take from Garnett. A little bit lucky, but lucky in the right way. It was a great move to cover that. He saw Will loaded up, protecting his
8-5-2.
partner. See if they got one more.
Point.
And another one for the Utah Black Diamonds, who need 2 to take the game off Waters, which would leave Navratil and Gecheva the closers for the Fives.
Still a lot of pickle left to be played here. I know they're at 9, but I don't think they're going to get many free errors from the Fives again.
Side out.
Okay, New Jersey hangs on.
5-9-1.
Shut the door here a little bit if you're Utah. Keep him at least below 7.
Waters, such a way of taking over a point from auspicious parts of the court where you feel like you fight
Well
the
earned.
top 7 if you take Pat out of the mix.
Yeah.
Second serve.
Will Howells
Can't do
going for
that.
the bump set spike on Allyce Jones. Showing some volleyball flair again in this matchup. And here is
6-9-2.
server number 2 at 6-9-2 for the Fives. Oh, definitely cranked it out. Ball doesn't matter. Waters throws it down anyways. You said get to 7. They've done it. Now what?
Yeah, well, if I'm Utah, you got to get out right now. You got to get this ball back.
7-9-2.
Maybe it's okay if they get to 8, but if you can get it while they're on the stack,
Point.
that's a loose error. If they could have gotten it back while the Fives were still on the unwind, that would have been something, but
8-9-2.
I mean, you just got to tread water right now. Wow.
Side out.
I thought he got it. So perfect. They got out with a lead. I'm expecting a couple
9-8-1.
patient points right as the game gets tighter. Everyone's game gets a little more patient. That's in.
Oh, clutch lob from Jones.
Love that.
Oh, man. Howells, and then Waters with the 1-2 backhand combo punch. Second serve now for the Black Diamonds.
Too good. Again, that's a spot on Howells that doesn't work. Normally that works on a lot of people. Feeding his two-hander is not a good idea. Italy followed it up with a 2E of her own.
9-8-2. Side out.
Just a loose third there. Start to feel the fives momentum building. This could be bad news.
Yeah, it could. Another chance to tie it here for the New Jersey Fives. Waters and Howells persevere.
8-9-1.
This chance for Utah to close the door.
That was a huge opportunity, at least to get to 10. Again, Will's two-handed. You can't go there. That's where he wants it.
Oh.
Stop, Annalie. No way.
Can she?
No way.
She got it. It wasn't enough, though, to get it over. Unbelievable. Wow.
Fun little scramble. Hey, they can play defense, too.
They can. What a get by Connor Garnett a couple of times. Imposing his will on the match. Allyce Jones there for the backup.
Absolutely. A big unwind here.
8-9-2.
Got to make sure you get this return deep if you're Allyce.
Side out.
He had it, and he just missed it. He got exactly what he wanted, and he missed it.
Wow. Okay, missed chance right back from the New Jersey Fives. Utah,
9-8-1.
2 service tries to get to game point. Lob is in, and it is out beyond the baseline. Jones so clutch with her lobs, just barely missing it there.
Never afraid to pull that. I love that.
9-8-2.
Just overcooked it. Smart move from Connor.
Garnett sneaks it through the middle. Game point. Utah with a chance to take it.
10-8-2.
Garnett scrambles, it's out. Big out call from Waters. And 1 game point saved. They're alive, but barely at this point.
Waters loves it. At least they got to 10, right? 10's a big number. Make New Jersey get 4 more points instead of 3. That could have an impact here.
8-10-1.
Oh, sneaky stuff from Connor Garnett. How does he do it?
I love that. I mean, that's one of his biggest strengths, right? He's barely done that the entire match. I've been wondering when he's going to pull it.
8-10-2.
Finally, at a big moment, he throws it up there and catches Waters.
On brand with 2E Nation. Another out ball.
Annalie does not care.
Oh, wow. Connor Garnett both ways. Cross courts. And another winner.
It's about dang time. That's what I'm saying. Oh, boy. We'll make that announcement later.
10-8-1.
Just got fed some information. We'll talk about that later.
Connor Garnett seals the deal. A big win over Waters and Howells for Connor Garnett and Allyce Jones, who had this one.
Time
That proved
in,
that was a
0-0-2.
complete fluke.
Side out.
But Christa, again, trusting those thirds, trusting those resets, right?
0-0-1.
Zane can play defense. Often when you're missing things short, it means you're not trusting your defense. So If you're gonna
Why is
miss,
that?
if you're gonna miss long, right? You're worried about leaving it too long, right? So you miss it short. But if you're gonna miss long rather than short.
1-0-1. Oh, hang on, I'll recall. 1-0-1.
Ooh, off the tape. Pink gets away with it. Second serve for the Black Diamonds.
No sorries there, right? Christa's going to take everything she can get in a closeout match here.
Side out.
Tricky little number there. Again, I loved Erokhina and Loong. They had great energy last match when they closed out against the Hustlers. They were actually down against a team that they shouldn't have been down to.
Second serve.
They pointed up and closed it out, so I'm hoping they can carry that momentum here and maybe send us to a 5th game. I'm not going to say the D word, but I don't want to jinx it. We're not saying the D word, but that would be fun if we had that.
Dreambreakers. Oh, wow.
Point.
Erokhina wanted to call that one out. It looked like it was sailing. What a shot from Zane Navratil, 4-time MLP title winner.
Yeah, just kind of fluttered.
1-1-2.
It was a weird one that happened to fall.
Point.
They're going to have to come up with a solution to this, right? Zane's serving huge right now. He's really taking advantage of the unwind. Honestly, they might have to go straight up on one of these points here. That's one you can get in on.
Side out.
Gold for the Black Diamonds. Erokhina and Loong looking to force this to a 5th deciding Dreambreaker. New Jersey could clinch the match in regulation. Heavy slice return from Gecheva.
Point.
Until
Their strong drop again. Genie's drops and I mean they've been on today.
2-2-1.
I didn't know that was in her game, but
Point.
exhibit A and B back-to-back points, right? 2 freebies just by making a good third.
she's got dialed in, Erokhina.
3-2-1. Second serve.
From Christa Gecheva, the target of this one, seeing almost every single ball, which is a challenging
3-2-2.
spot to be in, no matter how you look at it.
As this match continues, you're going to see the court shrink.
Point.
Ball is out.
Tight call from
Worth it.
Genie. I'm not sure fives are going to agree.
Okay.
You're going to see this court shrink, though. It's going to start moving to the left of your screen, right? The boys are going to start moving more and more over to the left, squeezing that middle as the girls battle. Utah would be huge to get out the door here for 6 and switch sides.
Loong hangs on to take it. 6-2 advantage to the Black Diamonds.
Diamond. 6-2-2.
All the matchups here for the fives this weekend. This return will count for Christa Gecheva, but of all the matches this weekend that the New Jersey Fives have, I'm not sure that this would be the one that many would
7-2-2.
expect to go to 5. No disrespect to the Black Diamonds, just credit to the strength of the Fives. Erokhina crashing and goes deep.
Yeah, absolutely. No, there's 2 other really high-end teams here, the Shock and the Ranchers. So there's a chance that they were maybe overlooking the Black Diamonds, right?
Well, the New Jersey Fives only have 5 matches this weekend. Oof. Hip check.
Oh, wow, what a reset. Christa. Finish.
Oh, 2 juicy. Navratil launches it deep.
My goodness, that was tasty. Sometimes you don't expect it to be that easy, and then it is, and you just spray it.
Well,
No
AJ,
shame there.
you talk about the Ranchers and Shock being here. New Jersey does not have to play either of those teams this weekend.
Yeah, surprising. I mean, New Jersey played Texas last weekend, so I get that one, but not playing the Shock is interesting, although they did play in Orlando. But yeah, a couple of those marquee matchups would have been fun to add to Daytona. I think the Ranchers will be coming out with a vengeance after Austin.
Second serve.
Felt like they didn't quite put together the performances that they wanted to, so I'm looking at them to come out with a chip on their shoulder.
7-2-2.
Shock lost today. A pissed off Anna Bright.
Yeah.
That's a scary
scary sight.
Scary sight, exactly. This one not over there. Bench trying to hype him up here. Harwood, I know he's
2-7-1.
He's on the edge of his couch right now. I know he's looking up flights right now. Come on, Rye.
Wow. Loong launches one. Second serve for the Fives.
Yeah, his put away, his lefty put away is as good as I get. I've gotten about one of those back in my career. Couple party tricks from Loong. Completely icing out Zane here.
Point.
Christa, though, 2-0 in the hands battles against Genie here, right? We would say in the women's match it was tilted towards Erokhina's side, but
3-7-2.
Gecheva's got two for two so far.
Side out.
Follow it up. Ball back to the Black Diamonds.
Seven, 3-1.
Fives unwinding here. Would love to see Utah take advantage of this.
Second serve.
This would be the time. Loong's inside-out forehand is going to be tough for Christa to handle if she's running in. Got to get this deep. Oh, wow.
Wow, Tyler Loong, a crafty point, putting his athleticism on full display. He's feeling vindicated after the men's doubles pickle.
Showing up a little bit here. Yeah, he's got to get out the door, though.
Time out, New Jersey. Time in.
But, you know, I'm no medical doctor, so I could be completely wrong.
Just deep for Tyler Loong. He was feeling it.
Yeah, huge missed opportunity there. If they could have got that one, they would have got the unwind again with Christa coming over to the right side. If I'm Utah right now, I would love to keep them in this formation.
Spot for Gecheva. Hit it well, held it to the last second, buried it down the line on Erokhina.
Yeah, simple pop-up, good lean in from Christa. Again, we saw in the women's match, she only needed a couple to get going. Came back from down 3-7 in that match, I think, right? It was 3-8 here. This game is not over.
Nice push from Tyler Loong. Zane Navratil mistimed it. Second serve.
Yeah, sneaky little push. You don't see Loong do that very often, but he felt like Zane's creeping over too far in the middle, so smart pull from the veteran.
And that's wide on the return for Loong. Here come the Fives.
Yeah, that's it. That's inexcusable, really. On Christa's serve to miss a return. No offense.
Oof, Loong attacking off the bounce. It pays off. Navratil missing the contact again. Ball back to the Black Diamonds.
Couple good out calls there. Again, in the switch here. If they could get this one. Wow.
What a get.
Hustle from Genie. Great composure from Christa.
Oh, great coverage in the middle from Loong, though. One better.
Even better, yeah. Tyler can get really long, right? He's a great athlete, really. Covering in the middle there. And now this is perfect setup. It's 9-5, if I'm right.
Yes,
right?
it is.
I would, if I'm Tyler, I'm serving big here and trying to hit an inside-out drive at Christa while she's running in.
You nailed it.
Yeah. Well, it's every now and then,
Are you
Michelle.
the Tony Romo of pickleball?
Every now and then.
AJ Kohler? Love to see it. Game point for the Black Diamonds, looking to push a 5th deciding game. Ooh, Navratil hangs on, forces a second serve at least.
Great fight off from Zane here. Another opportunity, though, right? You've got Christa switching. I'm thinking they're going to go to the same play.
There it is, and it's good.
Did he paint that?
Yeah, he did. Tyler Loong, and the Black Diamonds take game 4. So we're going to a Dreambreaker, folks. The Black Diamonds looking to pull off a Cinderella story to start here in Daytona Beach. We're actually going to stay here because there's a challenge.
After video review, the enrolling stands. Result of the rally, 11-5. Game. We'll proceed with a Dreambreaker. Game 5, Dreambreaker.
The men have to do the
Time
work
in,
here. Will Howells a big part of that.
Got it.
Nice. Connor Garnett opens up the score and takes the first of 4 available points.
Battle of the Tuies. This is a really entertaining little 4 points here.
Really similar styles of play, too.
Yeah.
1-0.
Curious who chose first?
New Jersey chose all the matchups.
New Jersey chose matchups. Oh, that makes sense. Wow.
Nice sneak attack.
Incredible forehand, Garnett. Just to get that back will, though, impressive as well. I was going to say, typically, there's a few schools of thought out there that if you play Allyce's team in singles, you put a guy against her.
Nice wicked Tui again, cross courts from Connor Garnett looking for the sweep on Will Howells, who believes he's one of the best in the world in men's singles. Yeah. And here's a good reflection of
just how good some of these PPA guys are, right? I think it's going to be, Howells, though, is an excellent athlete, though. He's still young. I think it's going to be fun to see him play singles next year. Just a outmatched right there by Garnett.
A flat start for the 5s. That's not a good look if you're Zane Navratil coming out trying to find the equalizer. Also putting a lot of pressure on Allyce Waters in the 3 slot. Tyler Loong comes out against Zane Navratil.
This is an intriguing matchup. Loong. Stop. No way.
Oh, my! Tyler Loong with a slapper closer. How about the gets before that, too?
Great athleticism from Loong. These guys are sneaky fast, sneaky athletic. Both of them can play singles, although it's not their favorite.
Nice return, and what a start for the Black Diamonds. Will flip ends at 11.
Yeah, you wonder if the 5s are just feeling the pressure right now, right? They know they shouldn't be in this position, but here they are.
Tyler Loong buries it down the line, 3-0. 1 more point to go, 7-0 overall. Wow.
I didn't see this coming either.
Yeah, I didn't either.
What a drive.
Oh, get back in, nope, he won't. Tyler Loong sweeps Zane Navratil, 4-0. Out comes Allyce Waters against Genie Erokhina. It's required of Waters to sweep the next 4.
Has to, right?
It feels
But
that
again,
way anyway.
No pressure on Genie here. Just swing away. Try and get at least 1.
We always talk about one thing that Allyce Waters doesn't have is reach, which Erokhina does. We'll see if that causes any disruption for Waters. So far, so good. 1 point over to the 5s.
That's too good.
Wow. Even Allyce finds a way to pass, one of the lengthiest females out there.
I don't know if I would come in if I were Genie here, right? Sometimes I mean, Annalie's passing shots are just too good.
Yeah, again.
It's you know, Genie's not really forcing the ball deep enough on her returns to warrant coming in. I don't think so. I would tell her to stay back here. I don't know if she will, but there you go.
Wow, it makes it look easy too. Just stomps on Erokhina. I mean, but to be fair to Erokhina, she stomps on everybody in her way. Does Annalie Waters.
You know, I was a sacrificial lamb in Orlando when I was playing for the Mad Drops. Right. I got the pleasure of playing Annalie.
How'd that go?
And yeah, I had a losing record, but I battled. 3-5, I want to say.
Lost a lot of good men back there.
Wow.
Gecheva finds a way to take a point off Allyce Jones. Now, if the women could try to equalize the scoreline, that would give the men a lot more confidence as we head back to the top of the order.
Yeah, that would be huge. Allyce, again, capable singles player.
5,
She's got a split here with Christa. She can't give up 4.
Wow, a dipping pass from Allyce Jones.
When the thunder came right as the passing shot went over. I don't know if you can hear that on the broadcast, but
a thunderous pass from Allyce Jones.
Mighty Mouse.
1-1.
Oh no.
Fumbled return. Unforced errors continue to be an issue, and Allyce Jones will take a 2-1 separation here. Last point.
10-5.
Gotta have one here for Christa.
Goes deep, heavy on the cutter, and Allyce Jones finds a pass from the middle of the court. Oh, wow. Lost it in the light.
You know, I'm not going to lie. Somebody missed a shot like that earlier. I've had an overhead get caught in these lights before. It is more difficult than it seems. I know there's no sun, but these lights, they can get you. It's too good. You don't go to Connor's two-hander. That is rule number 1.
Epic match for the books. The Utah Black Diamonds in closing position against Waters. Cue the trains and automobiles. The New Jersey Fives could be going down. What a get from Howells.
He's there again. Oh, Lordy.
Oh, feathery drop volley and an angle too. Wow. And the Fives needed it.
Fun point. Yeah, a little momentum there for Will. Has to have this one here, I'd say.
Yes, indeed.
6-13.
A battle of the backhands, and Garnett walks away with another 3-1.
Xander's gonna come up with something.
Oh my, good.
Just a lot of loose airs. Again,
Yeah.
I feel like the pressure on the Fives, Zane looks like the weight of the world is on him right now, right?
15-6.
They did not expect to be in this position against Utah.
Wow, that is so good.
Disgusting.
From Tyler Loong. The forehand is cooking for the lefty.
Inside out. I mean, he walked it off and mixed with 2 of those, right? It's just a tough ball to get. How dippy that is.
Tyler's got his own cheering section here in the crowd too. The men in blue.
Yeah. Oh, he's there. Stop.
Yes. Oh, just missed it.
From our angle, it looked like it was going over. And I don't hate the lob, as we talked about. These lights are a little trickier than people think. I don't hate that, throwing it up there and seeing if you can catch a break.
Last
Zane.
point.
7-16.
Looking to equalize, 2 points apiece. Loong looking to win it once again. That's good. All right, 2-2, still alive. Waters back out against Erokhina.
Huge matchup here, right? Expecting to go to 16-12. 17-11 is a Grand Canyon difference in 16-12. If Genie could get 1.
Ooh, and it's missed. And a tight one for Waters.
Again,
trying to do too much.
I love her staying back, right? Just stay back, hope that you can get a loose error. She can hit ground strokes. Erokhina, she can go ground strokes with Annalie.
And she's long, so she can get to a lot of balls. just back for Erokhina. 1-1. 2 more points to go. What a battle, though, from Erokhina.
Incredible hustle, right? She got back into it with a
right.
little slice, and it landed on the baseline. And she just got tired there and sent the next one long.
9-17.
Wide and off the tape, unlucky. 2 points for Annalie Waters, 1 for Erokhina.
10-17.
Last point here.
Point.
Waters will take it 3-1. Out comes Christa Gecheva against Allyce Jones, who captured 3 out of 4 points against Gecheva. This is your moment to shine if you're Christa.
Yeah, she's been waiting for something like this. Again, credit to Genie for getting one there. We talked about 17-11 is a much better position.
Both players staying back. Jones will take the net first. And Gecheva will pass her. Smart play. She gets the first.
In this matchup, you just got to see who's going to make a loose error. For both women, don't make a loose error. That's the biggest key right here. They're both comfortable with smacking from the baseline.
12-17.
Nothing loose.
Twice to the backhand from Allyce Jones, and Gecheva takes the first 2. 2 more points to go. Timeout taken. Wise call by Allyce Jones. Same advice the other way, and that paid off for Christa Gecheva for sure. 2 more points to go here.
Yeah, I think they played 6 points. I want to say 4 have been lost by the person in.
Ooh. Jones creates the opening. A lot of guts behind that shot.
Again, 5 of 7 points in this matchup have been lost by the person that comes in first.
Yeah, you're right.
If I'm talking to these girls, stay the heck back.
18-13.
Last point. Allyce Jones evens it out. 2 points apiece. That's good for 5 of 8 in the matchup against Gecheva. So all the pressure falls on Will Howells. Connor Garnett could close this thing out on his terms, and he wants to be in this moment more than anyone.
Definitely tons of singles pedigree from Garnett. Multiple-time champion.
And a missed return is where this will fall. Match point, Utah, with a chance to close it out on the paddle.
20-13.
Top 3 men's singles player in the world, Connor Garnett.
Too good. Too good.
Garnett finds the corner and takes the win with it. The Utah Black Diamonds claim their 2nd win of as many matches today. This time, though, against Annalie Waters' team.
Stunner.
What a moment. It was an epic match for the books. The Utah Black Diamonds steal the match off the New Jersey Fives in a dramatic Dreambreaker fashion. Allyce Jones and Connor Garnett really created the equalizer in this match, because had you two not won that mixed doubles game against Waters and Howells, we would not have been in this position. So Allyce, starting with you, you lose a heartbreaker there in women's doubles, almost get the win. How was your team able to respond, you and Connor, mainly to rally and mix to have that confidence to take out AL Dub?
Well, whenever I'm next to this guy, I have all the confidence in the world with my shots. And we have such good team chemistry that we can just vibe. It doesn't matter what the score is. We feel good together, and we just love it. This guy's a beast.
Connor, impressive stuff, man. The singles was on point today. I just got to ask, Tui Nation, we were waiting for you to break that out in mix, right? What took you so long? You finished it with 3 beautiful Tuis, but you kept it under wraps, right? Were you waiting to the end to break that out, or what was the deal?
Yeah, you know, can't give my stuff away too early. No, you know, they kept it away from that, and they're a good team, and so I didn't want to break it out unless I knew I could really have that opportunity. So when you're playing those tough teams, you got to be really specific when you go for it, and then let Tui Nation ride and have some fun with it.
And Connor, a lot of people doubt this Utah Black Diamond team, but not you guys from within. What continues to fuel your competitive fire here in these matches where many people count you guys out?
You know, I think it's just not listening to the outside noise, being a team, being confident, and I think we have a ton of fun as a team, and so we just go in fighting every match, and the results happen, but yeah, we stick to it and just keep fighting.
All right, well, congratulations, you two. The Utah Black Diamonds climbed to 5-6 on the year and grabbed 2 standing points with